Il Caseificio Pinzani è nato nel 1969 a Siena. Da allora abbiamo sempre prodotto al latte crudo. Il latte crudo è una cosa particolare perché si trasmette al formaggio i sapori dei pascoli. I nostri pascoli essenzialmente sono sempre stati due: le crete senesi, che sono a sud di Siena, e le balze volterrane, che sono a nord di Siena, fra Siena e Volterra. Oggi la nostra azienda si trova a Castel San Gimignano, fra Volterra e San Gimignano, una zona molto bella con dei pascoli meravigliosi.
Since 1969, Guido Pinzani, leader of homonymous company, has been keeping the tradition in raw milk pecorino production. Caseificio Pinzani's location is one of the world's most charming and unique territories, rich in luxuriant pastures, halfway between Colle Valdelsa, Casole d'Elsa, San Gimignano and Volterra. Blending perfectly with the astonishing background, the current building is a fusion of leading-edge technology, absolute functionality and tasteful architecture. The cheese farm covers 3,500 square meters, where the production cycle follows a linear path, from the milk collection tanks up to the manufacturing departments, down to the aging caves, and finally to the packaging and shipping area, always paying attention to quality and safety standards. Today, Caseificio Pinzani is the only one on the national territory to produce raw milk pecorino in such a structured way, in order to support local, national and international demand. The pastures. As for wine, territory's peculiarities leave an indelible trace. That's why pastures are an essential component both for quality and taste of raw milk pecorino. That grass cover growing unbidden, on which hundreds of sheep graze, thus becomes the first ingredient to produce a quality pecorino, able to give the taste of a unique sensorial experience. At the end of the foraging season, which lasts from spring into late summer, in order not to disrupt the delicate dietary balance, our shepherds dry these precious grasses to feed the sheep for the rest of the year, completely avoiding the use of silage. Caseificio Pinzani carefully and thoughtfully selects shepherds and pastures that provide the milk used for its cheeses, in order to ensure the respect of all conceivable norms for a high-quality production. Raw milk manufacture. Milk becomes a precious essences source, the result of a unique sense blend created by every grass, every species, every flower. All this maintaining those organoleptic and sensorial properties essential to give the cheese its characteristic taste and aroma. The raw milk-based manufacture preserves the scents so that they slowly resurface during aging and affinage, offering intense and unmistakable sensations. In raw milk manufacture, milk gets warmed up to 30–37 degrees in order not to lose but keep grass's aromas unchanged, thanks to aging on wooden boards. Pecorinos. Pinzani's pecorinos become this way the mirror and the heart of a territory, of a deep bond between centuries of culture, history, traditions and art, making possible to taste the real typical flavor of this land. Their taste is rich and special, their aromas are broad and complex, and their qualities are rare and unique.
We produce a lot of different kind of pecorino cheese, but the most representative is the classico, that is the typical Senese pecorino, aged about 100 days, and his pasta is buttery and quite creamy. The color is yellow. The flour is quite sweet, but with the process of aging it becomes more consistent in the flour. So if you taste the Classico Riserva, that is the selection of the Classico that is aged at least 1 year, you can feel the different flavor, and the pasta is more consistent, also the flavor is more complex. Marzolino and Nero have the same age of about 3 months, but they have a different flavor because of the Marzolino is made only with sheep's milk that came from the area of Crete Senesi at the south of Siena, while the Nero is made with sheep's milk that came from the area around Volterra. Using only unpasteurized raw milk, you can feel the different flavor into this cheese, because the heart of this area has a different conformation, and so it allows to the cheese to preserve a different flavor in the cheese. The pecorino with pepper is aged about 3 months and is covered with pepper. And you must do it all together, mixing the pepper to the cheese, so you can feel the contrast between the sweet of the cheese and the piquant of the pepper. In the pecorino with truffle, we had pieces of white and black truffle in the card. We have 2 different aging. The tartufo is aged about 3 months, and the tartufo riserva is aged at least 6 months. Pecorino with vegetable René, born from an ancient traditional recipes from the Balze Volterrani. In antiquity, the flower of the Selvatic artichokes were used to make the card, and so now we discover again these old recipes and we make pecorino cheese with vegetable René. It is a quite sweet flavor, but at the end you can feel a little bitter note thanks to the artichoke's flower. Our ricotta cheese is made by boiling the whey of the sheep's milk and with the addition of raw sheep's milk. It is easily digestible and so is ideal in many people's diet.
Store. The exclusive store on the upper floor of the building offers the whole range of company products, in addition to a careful selection of the region's specialties. Both can be purchased or tasted into the sales room.
High quality of our unpasteurized pecorinos, we can only say thank you to the ability of our cheese makers and the pastors of origin, from where we can take our sheep's milk.